Hi everyone, thank you for joining me here at Psychic Tarot by Iris. Always wonderful when you tune into my channel, and I'm always super excited to be reading for you for the month of April. So I'll be choosing a zodiac sign. I'm so sorry that I'm slow on this in this month, but I've been doing an awful lot of readings. Thank you to all my subscribers who have requested readings, and thank you for all those that are tuning into this video for the first time on my channel. Always grateful that you're joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And right next to the subscribe button, there is a little bell. And if you click on that, you will always be notified as to when I am posting new videos. And I'll be reading the sun sign, but it also applies to the moon sign and the rising sign. So it's information, it's all around information. It's called general information. So it may not resonate with everyone. If you're interested in receiving a spirit message on a one-to-one basis from your guidance, from your guides and your guidance system, then please contact me at psychictarotbyiris@gmail.com. All the other information will be in the drop-down menu, and I will also name the cards that I am using in the drop-down menu. So thank you very much again for tuning in, and let's see, this one is sticking up, so let's see which one this is. And this is the sign I am going to be reading for right now, and the sign is Cancer. All right, so let me make sure that I've got this where you could see it. Perfect. Okay, so let me put this down. And Cancer it is. So let's get the tarot cards. These are the cards that I have been using for the month of April. All right, Cancer, let's see what your message is for the rest of April. I will be posting the zodiac signs for the month of May a lot sooner. Let's say I hope. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a very good day for me today, and I just hope it's super special for you guys as well. All right, let's cut the cards. Let's see what we have for Cancer. All right, the soul message or the shadow message is there. Well, it seems like projects are in play. Things are moving quickly. This card sometimes represents love on its way or there already. It also represents projects in play. Some are more advanced than others. As you can see, some of them are further out and some are in, which just indicates that some projects have been attended to more than others. Perhaps you're prioritizing and some of them get more attention than others. It also sometimes implies travel. So here you have a card, your shadow card or your soul card, that indicates that love is on its way, definitely working its way to you. Also, perhaps you're looking to travel a lot more in the rest of April. And that it also implies that there are projects that you are taking care of and attending to, some more than others, but it seems as though you're prioritizing and putting things in motion. Okay, so let me put the card down. That's a wonderful soul card or shadow card. So everything seems to be in play and energy is in movement. All right, so we have as the first card, we have the Sun, two major arcana cards. So we have the Sun and we have the Judgment card. So I would say, Cancer, be careful not to burn yourself out. Don't do so much that you have no energy to do whatever else is needed in your life. So the Judgment card also implies make decisions that are needing to be made. There either situations are ending and new things are beginning, but most definitely there is the need for you to moderate what you're doing, go a little slower perhaps, in order not to burn yourself out. So as we were looking at the shadow card or the soul card, you've got a lot of things in play. So the idea is not to burn yourself out. Prioritize. I think you are already, but prioritize. What's important, what's not, what should be taken care of first, what's not, so that you don't tax yourself more than needed. And you can make the choices that will lead you in the direction that you choose to go in. So it's major decisions, because this is a major arcana card. So it's important decisions in your life that you need to make. All right, so let's put those two down and let's see what the next message is. And here we go. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. So far I have Wands and Major Arcana cards. That means there's a lot of energy in play. There's a lot of things going on and major decisions that have to be made. So the Six of Wands in reverse means that maybe at some point things were going really, really well. And right now you're not feeling as successful as you might have felt, or you're not being recognized the way you were being recognized. People are not exactly liking how you're handling yourself, and perhaps they're not looking up to you the way they used to. That's interesting. So prioritizing and reevaluating everything you have in play is going to be important. All right, let's go to the next message. And that is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess often speaks of looking at situations from beneath the surface. Everything is not always the way it seems to be or the way you're interpreting it. So touching base with your inner guidance and looking at things from a more insightful way, maybe a different perspective, perhaps touching base with whatever energies are in play is important. So I would say that determine what it is that is in play. And before making any type of decisions, be sure that this energy at one point, they were looking up to you. People around you in your environment were looking up to you. And they were thinking of you as being very successful. You were going in the right direction. But for some reason, perhaps you have done things that were not based on your own inner guidance. And it's led to being in a situation where you're not as recognized or as looked up to as you used to. So touch base with your inner guidance and be sure that you are following what you truly believe needs to be followed. Okay, so next message is, all right, there's an awful lot of wands here. We have the Ten of Wands. So Cancer, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're being approached from all different sides, all different angles, and you're feeling as though you have a large or a big load to bear, and it can get difficult. But no matter how difficult it's getting, you're forging ahead. You're just pushing your way forward. So I would say that in this particular scenario, in this particular situation, I would suggest that you lighten your load some, and again prioritize and touch base with your inner self and your inner guidance and decide what of all of this is more important. What is it you have to take care of? What would lighten your load? What would make you feel more comfortable? What would make you feel more at ease with yourself? That's important. All right, so let's see what the next message is. And we have the Empress, another major arcana card. So this energy kind of indicates you're feeling overwhelmed and as though there's too much going on and you're just forging ahead. It's taking a day at a time kind of thing. And no matter what happens, let me do the best I can for this particular day. But there's abundance on the way. There's the idea that you will be able to manifest your desires. It would be important that you work with your energy and kind of lighten your load. And if you were to do that, you would find yourself in a better position. You will find yourself much more in tune with you, with your creative abilities, and your desire to create abundance and manifest for your needs. All right, so let's put that down. One more. And we have the Three of Cups. So this is great. So we have celebrations, support systems, people around you that are supportive, people that want to celebrate you. Perhaps there are gatherings that are going to take place between you and friends, and joyful gatherings that will be comfortable for you and enjoyable. So I see a lot here that indicates a little I have a lot of wands and I have one set of cups. I don't have any swords. So for me, that would mean that perhaps things are a little too emotional at the moment and there's not enough sorting out situations, thinking out what it is that needs to be done. No, there seems to be no logical. You're not being strategic at the moment, and you're not being as logical as you possibly could be. So take the time to think things out. Take the time to determine what is best for you, so that you don't overwhelm yourself, so that you don't burn yourself out. So all these projects that are in play, you're going to have to make choices as to what's best for you. All right. How you're going to do that is by touching base with your inner guidance. What is the best course of action for you to take? What is the best course of how will you implement your ideas? How will you put that energy into momentum to your for your favor? All right. So let's put those down. I am going to get, I just want a little more explanation on the Sun card in reverse. So I'm going to throw what we call a clarifying card on it. All right. So we had the Six of Wands in reverse before. Let's put him the way he came out. And let's see. So for the Sun in reverse, I have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So perhaps part of what's going on with you is maybe you're feeling very defensive and things around you are out of touch. You're kind of out of touch with certain ideas or certain situations. It seems as though perhaps there's no clarity for you in the situation. Perhaps there was maybe you were confused and just didn't know how to move forward, and you have been feeling or are feeling very defensive and not knowing. It's in reverse, so the situation may be way out of control. So therefore you need to just rein in your energies and determine what's best for you. What can you do so you're not burning yourself out, so you're not doing more than you need to? And let's see what kind of choices you need to make. Because the Judgment card usually means an ending to something and a beginning to something else. Very similar to one or two other cards. So let's see what the Judgment card is referring to. All right, we'll cut once, and here we go. And the Judgment card, I got the Nine, which is the Hermit. So the Hermit in reverse. So you haven't been touching base with your inner guidance. Perhaps you have been going with the flow. Perhaps you've been going with the flow. Let's just do whatever's happening at the moment. Let me just move forward. And the choices that need to be made, I'll make later, or I'll deal with it later. The Hermit in reverse kind of means you're not touching base with yourself. You're not listening to yourself. You're not following your own best judgment. So I would say perhaps take the time to set yourself aside and see what's really important, what's really valuable to you before you make any choices, before you end something and begin something else. Be very sure that that's what you want to do. So the Hermit in reverse means that you're not taking the time to yourself to guide yourself, to best guide yourself. Perhaps you're listening to other voices, or other people or other situations are guiding you. And this is more or less take the time to touch base with yourself. All right, so, and Cancer, it also means the Hermit is a Virgo. So it means that perhaps you're going to be dealing with a Virgo. That's another scenario. I see here that if you take the time to determine what situations you are going to address, what are the things that you wish to begin or end, and if you don't overburden yourself, there's a very good chance that you will create abundance, creativity, things will flow in your direction, and that things will work out, where if you reevaluate all this that's going on, it will lead you to better choices and to much joy in your life. And support, also support from others. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's see what the angels say, Cancer. I'm reaching over for the angel cards. And let's see what the angels have to bring in for Cancer. Okay. All right, so we have, all right, your messages within the next few months. So I hope you can see this clearly. So it's within the next few months. So Cancer, within the next few months, you have the availability to lighten your load. You have the availability to prioritize what you are choosing to do in the next few months. You have the availability to lighten your load. You have the availability to make decisions, important decisions, so long as you turn this energy around and start touching base with your inner guidance, with your true inner guidance. And if you do that within the next few months, I honestly feel that you will find abundance, creativity, movement forward. You'll be great self-esteem. You'll be able to handle yourself, and you will be supported and loved and celebrated by others. Okay. So let's get one more angel message. All right. Let's see, Cancer. Let's see what kind of a message you're going to get. All right. The message is fresh to me as it is to you. All right. So I have Francesca. And Francesca says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it, and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Very important message. I really like this one. Okay. What do you desire right now? Make the choice. What do you desire right now? Touch base with your inner guidance. Really, from the bottom of your heart, what is it that you honestly want? What is it that you want to manifest in your life? And be creative. You will be abundant and celebrated by others. So once again, what do you desire right now? Visualize it, and it will come about. So don't spend time in a negative realm. So if you have been having a very hard time, or very difficult it's been difficult for you to make choices, this is the time for you to prioritize. Determine whether you want to travel, because this card also means travel, and it also means love. So determine if you have any choices to make in those realms. Where do you want to travel? How do you want to travel? Make those choices, knowing what it is that you are wanting, really truly wanting. And within the next few months, you should be able to manifest that for yourself. So do not think negative. Think positive. But be reasonable and understanding and creative. And focus your attention on what you honestly desire to manifest for yourself. So long as it doesn't interfere or hurt anyone else, focus your attention on what you honestly want to accomplish for yourself. And I feel as though in the end, even though you've had a hard time here, in the end, you will benefit from it. Always be careful not to burn yourself out, whatever you choose to take on. So don't try to do more. These are in a row, and being burnt out, doing too much, feeling defensive, feeling as though you're out of control of your own situation, and overwhelming yourself. So don't think that way. Don't be negative with yourself. Be honest to yourself. Trust your inner guidance, and move forward in a very positive way for the rest of April. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for spending this time again with me. And as always, super, super grateful. that I spent this time with you. If you have any comments, please list them. If you have any preferences, something that you want to see, please be so kind as to comment, and I'll try to accommodate you. Alrighty. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful April. I will be posting little things here and there, so I hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and month. Bye-bye.